Dozens of angry Lyttelton Port workers marched on the Christchurch City Council today in protest at the port, turning away union members who arrived at work this morning. The Rail and Maritime Transport Union's 201 members were planning to go on strike today, but delayed it following last-minute mediation yesterday, saying progress is being made. But they say the move to lock out 70 cargo handlers, which the South Island's largest port denies, will only make the situation worse. Logan Church was at the protest.
60 furious port workers wearing high-vis vests and holding banners today took their battle with Lyttelton Port to the offices of Christchurch Council, which owns the company. The union says at least 70 cargo handlers were told they would not be paid if they turned up to work this morning. It has been locked in a long-running dispute with Lyttelton Port over the terms of a new collective contract. Rail and Maritime Transport Union organiser John Kerr says a settlement was almost reached yesterday and strike action, planned for today, had been delayed. And Mr Kerr says today's alleged lockout, which he claims is illegal, is only going to inflame the situation.
We made huge progress yesterday. Yesterday morning, this dispute was all about safety. By yesterday afternoon, we were in the whisker of getting a deal. We were a little bit apart on the money. By our calculations, it was around $200,000 a year between what they're offering and what we're asking. So our members are really disappointed. We're prouder for being a negotiating union, and the fact that the company seems to have locked them out is very, very disappointing.
Among the protesters was cargo handler Brian Gilkison, who says simple steps, such as high-spec safety helmets, could make the port a safer place to work.
Took over a year of lobbying to achieve some blocking containers that are designed to keep us out of unsafe work areas. It took over a year of lobbying to achieve higher spec safety helmets. They're still not in place. They're being dribbled in under the guise of frugalness and expense.
The protesters presented a letter to the council's chief executive, Carleen Edwards, who would not comment today. In a statement, Christchurch City Holdings, the council-owned company that owns the port, says it would be inappropriate to intervene in employment negotiations. But the port's operations manager, Paul Monk, says there is no illegal lockout. He wasn't available for an interview, but said in a statement that the union is not acting in good faith.
Our wharves are empty today, but they still want its members paid. The Rail and Maritime Transport Union is not acting in good faith. It is also misleading for the union to describe the situation as an illegal lockout. Only 25 of its 201 members are not needed to work today and will not be paid. There is no lockout of the union's members by Lyttelton Port Company.
Paul Monk says the union knew that if it withdrew its strike notice with fewer than 7 days' notice, there would be little work as the ships had already been diverted. But John Kerr says there is another explanation.
We gave them over 30 hours notice of the withdrawal of strike action, and we've given them up to 4 days notice of the withdrawal of strike action going into early next week. And yet the company is still sticking to its position that it can't divert shipping. Shipping gets diverted all the time because of weather or mechanical reasons. It's not that they can't give these people work, it's that they don't want to.
John Kerr says since the protest, he has been contacted by the port, which says it's exploring options to divert some shipping back to Lyttelton, and there might be some work available in the coming days. However, strike notices are still in place for 13 days from next Tuesday. In Christchurch for Checkpoints, Logan Church.